Yes, well, because if somebody comes in and what if the meeting goes so fast and miss something, always start at 7.
I'll start early.
Yep, start late, can't start early.
Pledge of allegiance.
It's an important thing to a meeting.
It's a prayer.
Yep,
All the
okay, 7 o'clock. Good evening, everyone. If everyone would please, I'm going to call the meeting to order. And roll call, Councilmember Byrd. Here. Councilmember Armitage.
Here.
Councilmember Lopez. Here. Councilmember Navarrete. Here. Councilmember Aguilar.
Here.
The Vice Mayor is excused and I am present. We do have a quorum. If everyone would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and invocation by Councilmember Armitage. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity, Lord, to gather together tonight, Lord, to conduct the business of the town. We invoke your presence, Lord. We ask you to be here. Give us wisdom, give us discernment, give us understanding. May your spirit of peace and love be upon all the people that are here present. We thank you for it. In Jesus' name, amen.
And this is a very special meeting tonight. It is our last meeting of 2023, and at our last meeting of each year, we recognize the Superior Optimist Club Community Champions. And this year, the Superior Optimist Club has chosen the VFW Auxiliary Post 3584 as the 2023 Spirit of Optimism Community Champions. And the Optimists began this tradition many years ago, and the Community Champion is who the Grand Marshal is for the annual Light Parade, which is scheduled for the second Friday in December 8th. So we hope you all come out. There's a big cash prize for those entering the parade. So I'm going to read the proclamation, and then we'll have everybody come up and we'll take some pictures. And again, this is a nice ceremonial meeting night. And then our next presentation will be the pinning of our new chief. So we do have some ceremony to this meeting, and I hope you all will enjoy. So our proclamation, Town of Superior Spirit of Optimism Community Champion Proclamation, November 9th, 2023. Whereas the VFW Auxiliary Post 3584 of Superior, Arizona are being recognized for service to our country, the United States of America, and their ongoing service to the community of Superior as members of the VFW Auxiliary Post. These veterans and their family members not only work to defend our country, they are still committed to serving in their community. Their longstanding commitment to the community and the United States of America is being recognized by the Superior Optimist Club as a 2023 Spirit of Optimism Community Champion in Superior, Arizona. And whereas the members of the VFW Auxiliary Post 3584 have each consistently provided many programs and acts of service throughout our community. Wherever there is a need for a veteran or a community activity, we can all count on the members of the VFW Post. We celebrate their contributions as a team and as individuals to provide these important services to our community. These veterans are always at the ready to help and give a great deal of support to our youth programs, which is appreciated and provides much important membership to our youth leaders. Whereas these U.S. veterans continue to serve our community and despite many challenges, maintain an important community institution, keeping our VFW post operating in good order. They provide much needed services and resources to veterans throughout our area, while also providing a place for camaraderie amongst veterans and their families. The VFW auxiliary members also work diligently to ensure that annual veteran ceremonies are hosted on Veterans Day and Memorial Day each year. Whereas the Superior Optimist Club has named the Veterans of Foreign Wars Auxiliary Post 3584 as the Spirit of Optimism Community Champion for 2023. Now therefore, in recognition of the optimism and the community service, I do hereby proclaim the VFW Auxiliary Post 3584 the 2023 Spirit of Optimism Community Champion, and urge all citizens to emulate their selfless actions and generosity within our community. This is passed and adopted by the Mayor and Town Council of the Town of Superior this 9th day of November 2023. going to sign it, and then we'll take some. Jessica, do you have any words to offer?
I know there's a few more, come on up. As the president of the Superior Optimist Club, I want to thank you all for everything that you do all year long. We appreciate you. Your efforts do not go unnoticed for all that you do all year. And I know most of it, well, all of it is on a volunteer basis, so we appreciate you. So thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Do we want to have all the optimists stand up and council stand up? I'm just going to stand.
Vanessa, Amy. We have to squeeze in.
Yeah.
Act like we like the job.
It's okay.
Amy,
Stand
you guys want to come down here? Can you see everybody?
Act like you like each other. Oh, this is great.
Come on, Patty, and give us a picture.
Oh, now you don't. Okay, 3, 4, 2, 1, smile.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, God, wait, one second.
Yeah, we're gonna use this opportunity to give to the food bank.
Oh,
The money we collected
go ahead.
for this year's Thanksgiving and holidays. We had a rummage sale that raised over $2,000, and then we put in for some money to match it. So we raised over $3,000 to give.
Smile. You know, as treasurer for the guild, and I do the food bank's books, I'll be
Jim.
very happy to cash.
Jim. Food bank representative here.
And also we're gonna give $1,000 to the high school for whatever the highest kids that get the best grades, something. And then we're gonna give $1,000 to the Kearney School, because a lot of the people from Kearney come and play bingo here. So we're gonna give money to them too. So we're doing good throughout the community, and we're gonna do it all in one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
See you guys. Thank you.
David, once again, we're very thankful and appreciative of all the work that our EFW does. It's not easy in today's world to maintain membership organizations. We really appreciate all the work of both the VFW and our Superior Optimist Club. We can count on them to really serve our community. So we appreciate all of you, and there's lots of holiday activities coming up. And our next order of business on our special presentation is a very special one for Chief Chavez and his family. At our last council meeting, as many of you know, Chief Alanis retired, or he went on to another position with CAC, and we were fortunate, council voted unanimously to hire Lieutenant Chavez to become our new chief, and he comes with great accolades. So I'm going to swear him in, and I think his family may want to be present with you, and then if you want to say a few words and introduce your family, I know council would appreciate that. Come down there and swear you in.
Did they hand it to him, have them raise their right hand? And...
All right, last time somebody had to get sworn in, device in their hand to do it. To you, and then I'll read it. Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I,
I,
state your name,
Timothy Chavez,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution
that I will support the
Constitution of the United States
States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
and laws of the state of Arizona,
and laws of the state of Arizona,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true
faith and
faith
allegiance
and allegiance
to the same,
to the same,
and defend them against all enemies,
and defend them against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
and that I will faithfully
and I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office of
of the office of
Police Chief
Police Chief
for the town of Superior,
for the town of Superior,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God,
so help me God,
or so I do affirm.
or so I do affirm.
Congratulations, Chief. We have our photographer here.
I'm his mom.
Oh, gosh. He's always fine.
You didn't know what to say either. Again, this way. Pray.
Mama needs to go. There you go.
There we go.
Sign these, and then Ruby's gonna have to notarize. We'll leave these for Todd. We're all lost without Ruby, to be honest.
That is fact.
Thank you, Mayor and Community Council and community members. I'm sorry about my grandson. He's got a lot of energy, so. But yeah, that's my mom, my stepdad, my grandson Uriah, and that's my oldest daughter Alexis. My other daughters are sick, so. But no, thank you again, and you know, I'm gonna give this 100% like I always do. And yeah, I've already met many great citizens here in the community, and you know, just trust in me that I can get the job done, and I will. But again, thank you, and I really appreciate your trust in me. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Your family, congratulations. We're so happy to have Tim be our chief. So, thank you so much. Council, any comments on our presentations? All right.
I want to thank Mia for all the work you guys do all the time, always being there for the town. And Tim, I know you're gonna do a good job.
Thank you, sir.
I have all the faith in you, and as chief said that you were gonna be excellent, so.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Anything else from council?
I'd just like to say, in the short period of time that we've really got to know you, it's been a pleasure. And we look forward to, I know you have some fresh ideas for the town, and we look forward to you unfolding those and seeing what you have in store. So congratulations.
Thank you, and I gotta try that glider ride.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely have to try the glider ride. All right, well, again, thank you, chief, and thank you, staff. We're gonna move on to our staff report. We had a very busy weekend this past weekend. As you know, we had the Christian Motorcycle Association host their event. They sent the town a very nice plaque, and they made a very significant, substantial donation to our food bank during their event, provided free concerts, a free movie. They did a lot of really neat community engagement. So we really appreciate this, that they gave us this nice plaque, this award. But they also plan on returning next year as part of their larger group nationwide to posted in September. So we're very excited about that. We have the helicopter rodeo out at the airport. And I think there was a rather large quinceañera as well. So I know town was very, very busy. Staff's been working pretty hard on a lot of different grants and programs right now. We're getting closer to our welding program getting started. We're still waiting on a little bit of electrical work, but it's happening. We hosted the staff with the thanks to the chamber, the chief of staff of Representative Ruben Gallego for a regional roundtable breakfast this week, which was very informative and supportive. And I think that's it for my updates. Mr. Pryor, do you have anything new?
On Monday, they're going to be replacing the guardrail on Stone Dip. We're using a contractor, and they're gonna have to bore it a little deeper. It could be closed for as long as 2 days. So just letting everyone know there'll be a detour.
And this is a good time to remind everybody in the audience, if you haven't downloaded the Town of Superior app, they're putting a lot of good information about these things on the app, so please download it. And congratulations to the Arboretum for kicking off their 100-year celebration. The Green Gala was quite a big success, and with lots of local sponsors, and Councilmember Armitage, Mr. Pryor, and myself were able to attend. It was a beautiful event, so you should all get down to the Arboretum and check out the new exhibits celebrating the 100-year celebration. I'm going to move on to the consent agenda items. Approval of minutes of the town council meeting on October 12, 2023. Approval of Town of Superior alcohol beverage permit for Oglobis Social Club for a horseshoe cornhole tournament for Mary Helen Velasquez on Saturday, November 11, 2023, located at the US 60 Park from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Approval of the Town of Superior alcohol beverage permit for Angelina Serrano for a birthday party located at the Magna Club on Saturday, November 18, 2023, from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Approval of agreement with BHP Mineral Services for a $25,000 donation to the Town of Superior Tourism and Marketing Program. Approval of agreement with Resolution Copper Mining for an $11,952 donation to the Coleman Alley Rainwater Caption Garden Project. Approval of employment contract with Police Chief Tim Chavez, and approval of department reports. Council, is there anything anyone wishes to discuss off of the consent agenda? Hearing none, I need a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented. Motion by Councilmember Aguilar, do we have a second? Second by Councilmember Lopez, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We're going to move on to new business. Tonight includes a public hearing, discussion, possible approval of ordinance 2023-180, an ordinance of the Town Council of the Town of Superior, Pinal County, Arizona, approving a rezone from urban residential R1-5 to PA overlay zone R1-5PA for assessors parcel number 10612-041 and 106-12-0408, also described as 277 North Kellner Avenue, TCSR item number 2023-180. At this time, before I'll have Ms. Rabigo, are you representing the client?
Yes, no, it's me.
Oh, it is you, okay, then I will allow, if you'd like to make your presentation, please, and the public hearing will open after your presentation.
But it is two separate.
As a reminder to council while we're preparing that, the PA overlay district is something the council adopted last year, I believe, in an attempt to address some of the non-conforming lots in the older sections of town that weren't subdividable, buildable, constructible without a special overlay plan. So this is essentially a historic district plan that allows for non-conforming lots to be constructed.
And this has already been approved by planning and zoning, correct?
Yes, all of the zoning items on the list tonight have already been vetted and approved in a public hearing by the zoning commission.
All right, thank you, Ms. Rabigo.
Okay. The first one is lot number 2. And if you look at 3 and 4, that's a total of 64 and 64 feet, which is 128 feet. what we're doing is taking 4 to 4.5 feet, I think it's 4 feet in the front and 4.5 feet in the back. And adding it from 3 to 2, which makes it larger, easier to build. And that's number 1. Number 2 is number 3 and 4. And actually number 4, we're cutting off 50 feet. We're gonna make a separate lot on the south side.
Do you have anything else to add, or is this representation?
No, that's it.
Okay, council, do you have any questions for Ms. Rabago?
I have a quick question. When you separate the lot like that, where's that, it shows the access, that's to the back lot or?
There's access from the front and the back.
Okay.
There's an alley back.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Okay.
I have a question, it's just for my understanding. So currently, right now, it's actually 2 parcels, existing parcels, correct?
There's 3 parcels
Oh,
there.
there's 3 parcels, okay.
There's 2, 3, and 4. We're taking 4 to 4.5 feet from number 3 and adding it to number 2. And we're taking 50 feet from parcel 4, which leaves 74 feet for the house.
Okay, I guess I wasn't clear on that because it appears on the assessor's site that there's only 2 parcels and that we're wanting to split the second,
There's two.
one of the parcels, you know, in half to make a third.
There are only two parcels.
Right.
The original platted subdivision has 3 lots
Okay.
underneath. So
Okay.
that's what you're referring
I
to, is
think
the
that's
original
what I
plat.
just need clarification.
So 3 and 4 make up the major lot,
Right.
which we're taking the 4 feet to go to the north, and we're taking 50 feet to the south.
Okay?
At this time, the public hearing is open. Are there any questions or comments from the public about this project? Going once, twice. Hearing no further comments, I will close the public hearing. Council, any further discussion? Do I have a motion to approve ordinance 2023-180?
So moved.
There's a motion by Councilmember Navarrete. Do we have a second? Second by Councilmember Aguilar. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Public hearing, discussion, possible approval of ordinance 2023-182, an ordinance of the Town Council of the Town of Superior, Pinal County, Arizona, approving a rezone from urban residential R15 to PA overlay zone district R1-5PA for assessors parcel number 105-04-0800, also described as 434 West Terrace Drive, TCSR item number 2023-182. Ms. Anderson, at this time for the audience, the public hearing is open. Ms. Anderson, if you'd like to give us your presentation.
Sure, thank you, Mayor. I would like to split a lot, please, on Terrace Drive. There are 2 homes on that lot, both in horrible condition. One is actually looking pretty good right now. We've got most of the inside cleaned up and part of the outside, waiting for a fix from ROC. They're helping us because the roof got botched, so that's why it's just been sitting for several months. The other house is busted up, doors and windows missing. Okay, I have someone who actually wants to buy it and will buy it in that condition, and I would only sell it to that person if they, in writing, agree to have it dried in 90 days. So it looks good from the street. I don't want it looking the way it does now. I have several properties on Terrace, and it's my favorite street in town because of the view. So essentially there's a concrete slab carport in between the 2 houses, and underneath that, it's on the town side of Terrace. Okay, so you're going down a slope. Underneath that are 2 separate storerooms, a door for each one. So you physically can't cut it up without having major problems. So we'd be losing just a little bit of width on the smaller house for that lot, which is plenty for the size of the house. So I'm asking for your approval for that split, please.
Okay. At this time, the public hearing is open. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this agenda item? Pro or against? Going once?
I have a question.
Okay, question?
Are those the apartments? Are those the apartments there, the white apartments? Used to be-
Apartments, they're single-family dwellings.
No, not those, they're further up.
Oh, you're thinking of the duplexes down at the other end, at the east end, right? No, this is, closer to Stone,
Okay.
at the curve there, where Terrace and Hill meet, I think it's Hill.
Yeah, it was,
That's right.
Where Wally Wilson lived.
yeah. Did they have like a basement?
There's no basement to the house, there's a basement storage
Okay.
underneath the,
I was just trying to figure out which one it was.
These buildings were on our dilapidated building list for 15 years. They were, have been abandoned. There was $1 million tax lien on these and we couldn't get any action on them. We're just happy the private market has come in and actually brought these back to life.
Any further questions or comments from council? At this time, I'll close the public hearing. Any last discussion from council or staff? Hearing none, do we have a motion to approve ordinance 2023-182?
I'll make the motion, we approve.
There's a motion by Councilmember Lopez. Do we have a second? Second by Councilmember Byrd. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome. A lot of planning and zoning stuff here. This is always good news for a city and town. Discussion and possible approval of resolution number 2023-671, a resolution of the Town Council of the Town of Superior, Arizona, declaring as a public record that certain document filed with the town clerk and posted on the town's website entitled Design Plans Development Site located at 741 through 743 West Main Street, Superior, Arizona. PCSR item number 2023-183. Ms. Salcido, I understand you're representing the project. Turn the floor over to you.
Yes, ma'am. I have some flyers here for you to take a look at. They're in order. Good evening, council. This project is located right on Main Street, right next to Arnold's. It's the empty lot that's there now. We bought this about 5 years ago, and we really were trying to do something probably about 4 years ago, to be honest with you, and then COVID hit. So we're kind of a little bit behind schedule of what we wanted to do here, but what this is a workforce house development. So this is all workforce housing. It is at market rate. If there's anything with other parts of the public that need some housing, accessibility to it, it is open for that as well if it needs it. We also have on here that we went through planning and zoning and they did approve 24 units on this parcel. The units are going to be anywhere from 600 to 800 square feet. It all depends on what unit it is. There are three different designs that we've looked at so far. If you notice on a couple of the pages, the actual siding, everything is a little bit higher end. We've looked at this as a project that would be more of an opening to doing something new in Superior, and wanted to bring something that was very tasteful to the community. So Mr. Hatch, when he purchased this, that was his main objective of making sure that he put something that was very nice within the community to help the community also enhance that area. We have already went through with APS has been out there to take a look at things. The fire department has done their part.
there has been every study that we could do with Canal County as well, and everything has gone through. We're just asking today for your approval for this workforce house development.
Okay, and Mr. Pryor, we're approving the resolution, and then I go on to the possible, public hearing to go on to the ordinance, right?
Yes, the public hearing is so that we didn't have to put the entire packet up on the web, so this just allows you to adopt that as a public record,
Okay.
and then we'll move to approve it.
Okay, so council, do we have a motion to approve resolution 2023-671?
I have something first,
Okay.
just for the record. I am the ACAS project manager for this project. Other than the design and management of the electrical utilities, I have no other involvement or financial gain from the project.
Yes.
Was the study completed on the grounds there?
Yes, 5 years ago. We had everything, all soil testing.
I know for the longest time,
Yeah.
it was because the mines of water went through there and it was a big deal, that's why they never really did much.
During the first conversations, the town suggested an EPA phase 1 and phase 2, and both of those were completed and both came back clean, so.
Good, I'm glad.
Okay.
We've tried to follow everything we could prior to coming because we know it takes time.
We
So,
know it's
5
been
years.
a long time coming, and you've all been working very diligently to move this forward. This is very, very exciting. So council, do we have a motion to approve resolution 2023? Motion by Councilmember Aguilar, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Navarrete. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. So now here comes the fun part, public hearing, discussion, possible approval of ordinance 2023-183. An ordinance of the town council, the town of Superior, Pinal County, Arizona, approves the design plans for the new development site, TCSR item number 2023-183. Ms. Salcido has already given us the presentation. At this time, is there anyone from the public that wishes to address council on this project? Mr. Shank.
Yeah, no, I just have a general question. I understand market rate, but do you have any idea what these might, I assume that they're rental properties, right?
They are all rentals, yes, due to the water certificates, yes.
Okay, do you have a ballpark of what 600 or 800 square foot?
Well, 600 square feet right now in Superior is running about $780.
Okay.
On kind of like the low end.
Yeah.
But this will be open, you know, once they're completed, they're gonna be open to market rate at that point. And I guess if there is somebody that needs help, because not everybody can afford that, and we understand that, but that would be under review at that point. So if there is some assistance that's needed, we have, things that we can do with community action and, you know, Pinal County Housing as well, but our goal is to have market rate housing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Last call for public comments on this project. Hearing none, council, do we have a motion to approve ordinance number 2023-183?
So moved.
There's a motion by Councilmember Lopez, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Armitage, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item E, discussion and possible approval of resolution number 2023-672, a resolution of the town council of the town of Superior, Arizona, approving and authorizing the mayor to execute intergovernmental agreement, IGA, between the town of Superior and the state of Arizona Department of Revenue for the administration, collection, audit, and licensing of transaction privilege taxes, use taxes, severance taxes, jet fuel, excise and use taxes, and rental occupancy taxes imposed by the state, cities, or towns. This is action item number 1, and this is mainly a housekeeping item required by the Arizona Department of Revenue, one of the state's most favorite agencies that we work with. Council, do we have a motion to approve? There's a motion by Councilmember Aguilar, do we have a second? Second by Councilmember Byrd, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Our next agenda item, our last action item of 2023. Discussion, possible approval of an economic development agreement between the town of Superior and Resolution Copper Mining Company to supply $700,000 a year for 3 years for community services programming, business and workforce programs, tourism, visitor marketing and promotion, economic development, capacity development, and diversification. So just for an update to everybody, in February of 2019, we passed our first 5-year agreements with Resolution Copper for the Superior Enterprise Center and our Multi-Gen Center progress. Those agreements all expire in February of 2022. We are ahead of schedule approving this here in November, so those checks can come out in February 2024. Yes, I don't need to repeat any more days of 2023 at this point. But it's really a great milestone that we've been able to work with Resolution and get these agreements moving. As we all know, we all have a lot to be proud of: the acquisition of the old high school, the progress that's being made, all of our tourism marketing efforts, and the work that we do in conjunction with Rebuild, which their agreement has also been renewed and helps us to continue to use the resources of Ioana Morfestis and her team, and just so many wonderful things. So I want to give Brian a few minutes. I know he wanted to say a few words, and then we'll move on to an action item.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. You covered basically everything I had written down, but thanks again for the opportunity to come before you tonight to, unveil what is our proposed multi-year agreement to support the sustainable economic development for the town. As you said, Mayor, we've come a long way since we signed those first series of agreements in 2019. And now we're seeing, the Superior Enterprise Center is starting to take shape. We have the welding program that should be starting in January, if we can get the electric figured out. The Superior Multi-Gen Center is now going from what was once a dream to now a very, short-term reality. So again, just very excited tonight to share that we are ready to renew the multi-year agreement for the years of 2024 to 2026. As Mayor said, it's for $700,000 a year, each year for 3 years, totaling $2.1 million. This partnership, of course, continues that support of the Multi-Gen Center, the Enterprise Center, economic development, capacity building, but it also includes some new things this year. We want to have some direct line items to support both the Superior Youth Council as well as Superior Lego Robotics, which is coming back to the community. We will have a robotics program that will be kind of in collaboration between the chamber and housed at the Enterprise Center. So we'll have robotics to start with, I think it's 4th and 5th grade, and hopefully grow from there. So just super excited to get this in front of you all tonight, and again, just appreciate the opportunity to continue this partnership, because Mayor and Council, we often say, we want to be a town with the mine, but we don't want to be a mining town anymore. And this agreement helps us get to that point where we can be sustainable and diversified and not rely on what was once the economy. So happy to answer any questions on the agreement, what's in it, the amounts, and so on.
Council, any questions or comments at this time? All right, well, once again, thank you. I appreciate all the work that, Brian, you do to help navigate through all the layers of work at Rio, and I know this meeting kind of caught us all the weird month, so I appreciate your urgency to get this so we could get this done by the end of the year. And thank you to Todd and our strategic team that took all the things from our strategic plan and said, this is what we need to start planning for. So with that, do we have a motion to approve the economic development agreement? There's a motion by Councilmember Byrd. Do we have a second? Second by Councilmember Aguilar. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll move on to call to the public. Did anyone sign in for call to the public? No one has signed in for call to the public. Is there anyone from the public that wishes to address council at this time? Mr. Shanks.
No, I'd just like to say for loss, I haven't seen it yet, but I understand that we now have a kiosk at the Queen Creek Trailhead, and we're very thankful for the work with Arizona Trail. Their agreement ended, they had to spend the money by the 11th, and so we cited it, and it's actually on the far side of the gate. It's on Resolution property, and I'll go look at it tomorrow, and I hope you all enjoy it. Thank you.
Yes, that was part of,
look at it tonight.
and that was part of the state's Visit Arizona initiative grants, and we were selected by the Arizona Trail as one of their premier gateway communities to receive this really great kiosk. So we're very excited. It took us a while, And it may get moved once we get our trailhead in, but it might not. I don't know. All right, thank you, Mr. Shank. We don't have any executive session items tonight. Summary of current events, Councilmember Navarrete?
I don't have anything, I just wanna wish everybody happy holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays are coming up. Not this weekend, but the following weekend on the 17th is the Filler Bowl, the high school puts on, and on Saturday we have a Mike McKee Memorial Scholarship car show that's going on. So we hope to see everybody out and about.
Councilmember Aguilar?
She said it all.
Okay. Councilmember Byrd?
Just same thing, happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody, wishing you a great holiday season. I'm going to continue our Christmas side-by-side ride again this year. We plan it for December 9th and also December 16th, if anybody wants to join us. Meet us at the Kennedy at 5:30 and we take off at 6, and we're also gonna get in the Miracle on Main Street parade. So, we'd love to have you guys join us.
Councilmember Armitage?
I just want to say appreciation to Resolution Copper, Brian, particularly for continued support of the town of Superior. Also like to congratulate again our new chief, Mr. Chavez, Chief Chavez. Congratulations again. And so Christmas and Thanksgiving and Christmas are coming up. And just try, as you're sliding through the end of 2023, try to land in 2024 with your feet up.
Good advice.
Good advice, good advice.
Yeah, just wishing everybody happy holidays, safe and staying healthy. Got a lot of activities going on, come out and support. The basketball team is starting up too, so get out there and support them. Just wishing everybody the best of holidays and congratulations to you, Tim.
Once again, congratulations, Chief Chavez. And as you all saw, we got a lot of media love over our missing plaques. And just so everybody knows, our staff is working very hard to make sure they get replaced quickly. And the goal is to have them replaced by the home tour and a new dedication ceremony. And, it's just part of, when you have nice things, you gotta replace them when dumb things happen. So, that's all being taken care of. It must have been a very slow news day that we had so much attention over some plaques. Kept us all very busy. Again, everyone, as we close out this year, a great big thanks to our staff. We'll be appreciating them in December on the 15th. But we've had a really monumental year. We have a lot of things coming up for 2024. We couldn't do it without all of our nonprofits, Resolution, all of our partners, and a really great group of leaders here on the council that is always at the ready to serve our communities. So again, get out there and enjoy the beautiful weather and have happy and safe holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and anything you may be celebrating. We get the month of December off. So the scheduling of the rest of the meetings, our emergency services will meet on November 16th. Community Development Committee, no meeting. Planning and Zoning will meet again on January 4th, 2024, and Town Council meeting on January 11th, 2024. So we will see you all in January. Do we have a motion to adjourn? There's a motion by Councilmember Lopez. There's a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Navarrete. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries, and we are adjourned at 7:42.
Thank you, Todd.